Okay, this is Antoine
Antoine.
Chantel. He's 27 years old and he's never been married and he's a waiter.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chantel? Or
Real well. Real well.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Antoine, I got some questions here I'm going to be asking you, and you just answer them any way you want to.
Sure.
What's your idea of the ideal date?
The ideal date would be, well, I have to say I'd like to go to a nice restaurant, and I think it would be just, it'd be fabulous if, if we had enough money and everything to go, I'd like to the Riviera or something really romantic, and get some beautiful wine, and not too much, of course, and just to spend the evening talking and just soul searching, just getting to know each other. Just be beautiful.
Sounds like a perfect date to me, Antoine. Now, if you could be any animal, Antoine, what would it be, and tell us why?
I love these creative questions. Let me see. I think if I was going to be an animal, I'd probably like to be, I think a horse.
And why would you like to be a horse, Antoine?
They're so statuesque and so toned. You know, have you ever seen the legs on a horse and just the shapes and the curves on a horse? It's just amazing if you think of it.
Yes, there.
Yes.
Okay, tell us, Antoine, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I'm quite active in my free time. I spend a lot of time in Bible study, and my church group and I go on trips down to the old folks' home, and it's just a ball. I mean, it doesn't sound like it, but of course, to go down to the old folks' home and to talk to the old people, it's just enlightening. These people are full of information. They've got stories, and we treat them in the society like junk. But anyway, I do a lot of volunteer work and a lot of Bible study.
All right. Sounds like you're very active. Now, Antoine, we got some fun questions in here for you. You don't have to answer these if you don't want to, but where's the strangest place that you've made whoopee, Antoine?
I'd really like to stay away from that
Okay.
area.
Okay. That's just sure?
Yeah.
Because this is part of your...
I
Package
really don't
entry.
want to talk about that.
Okay, that's great. Antoine, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I'm sorry. I've had this battle with, I've recently found Jesus Christ, and I know I trust the Lord, and I know that certain desires I have, certain sinful things in the past are all forgiven, and if I could just grab the Lord and give him a big hug, and if I could just have that taken away,
Okay.
I would be so grateful.
So you would have past mistakes removed.
Yes.
Sounds good. A lot of us would like to do that, I'm sure. Now, where do you see yourself, Antoine, in 10 years from now?
Now that's nice to talk about. In 10 years, I would like to be, now I'm not talking about career here, because money is just material things. They don't mean anything. You die and you don't have anything. Now, I want to be married to a lovely wife, and I want to be involved in, I'd like to meet all the major religious figures, I'd like to be, I often think that I could be a pastor, and I recently have received some information that in regard to the seminary and becoming a Catholic priest. I'm seriously considering it.
But as being a Catholic priest, you couldn't be married, Antoine. You'd have to become something other than Catholic.
Again, I must have. Gee, that doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it? That's really silly. I think what I meant is I would just get into the clergy in some
Right.
form or another.
Okay, that's
I,
what
I
I
sort of
thought.
slipped because I was raised Catholic.
That's what I thought. Okay, what do you think is your most attractive feature?
Well, this is sort of self-indulgent. I guess, I mean, I don't mean to be putting down people with fat rear ends or anything like that, but I must say that I think my rear end is probably my most attractive feature.
Okay, so that's great.
I've been told that. I mean,
All right.
I believe that. Mhm.
Okay, Antoine, what are your goals in life?
Oh, I want to be free. I want to be happy. I want to be released from my sin, and I want eternal life. I mean, what else is there? When
Okay.
it boils down to it.
Eternal life is your goal. That's great.
Yes.
Okay, now, Antoine, I would like for you to describe your dream woman.
My dream woman would be the most understanding, caring, loving individual with self-esteem and someone who loves the Lord way beyond everything, beyond me, of course. I'm not looking for someone to worship me. Physically speaking, my dream woman would be sturdy and strong. Wide shoulders,
Okay,
short hair.
sounds great. Now we have we have a couple last questions here. If you care to, I know it's personal, but if you want to, you can describe an erotic fantasy of yours.
I can do this. I would like to have. I'm sorry. I think I'd rather not.
Okay.
It's kind of difficult right
I
now.
understand. Okay, last question here is, it's basically not a question, it's just pretend your dream date's inside the camera here
Mm-hmm.
and say whatever you would like to tell your dream date.
Hello. Where have you been? If you are the one, and you see me here, and you feel what I feel, I want you to we'll be free together. Don't you see?
Okay. Thank you, Antoine
And Antoine.
Chanel.
Chantel.
Chantel.
Let's say hello to William Hornsworth, 38-year-old, never married stock analyst. William Hornsworth.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Basically what we're going to do here is videotape you answering to a few questions, and I just want you to feel natural, comfortable, just relax and answer just as you would, you know what I mean. Okay, basically, the first question is, what's your idea of the ideal date?
The ideal date for me would be to go out to a nice dinner, most likely an Italian restaurant. Then we would probably go see a play. Then it would be off to a nightclub of some sort for drinks and perhaps some dancing. Then we could probably return or retire to my apartment, in which we would either use my stereo, my TV, or my whirlpool, or my sauna, hot tub, whatever I could provide.
Okay. Well, let's go on. If you could be any animal, what would it be, and tell us why, William?
Shark.
Shark?
Yeah, I'd be a shark.
Admire sharks?
My name isn't Willie either, it's William.
I said William, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Jeez. Shark, huh?
Yes.
Very interesting.
A shark because I'm into stocks, and sharks show no mercy. Either do I.
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time, William?
I like to boat. I have a yacht. I like to sail, play polo, work out racquetball. I don't have much free time, but when I do, I enjoy those activities.
Sounds very enjoyable. Okay. This is digressing a little bit. Where is the strangest place that you've made love, William?
On the elevator of the stock exchange.
That must have been crazy.
It was great.
Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, William, what would it be and why?
I have no idea.
Okay. Sorry. We're having strange things happen back here with the crew and everything.
Okay.
I don't mean to distract you like that. Where do you see yourself, William, in 10 years from now?
Probably be a partner with the firm I'm working for.
Right? Okay. What's your most attractive feature, William?
A very good taste.
Good taste. Good taste in...
Expensive taste in everything. I provide only the best for myself and for whoever's with me.
Boy. Maybe we could hang out.
Whatever.
Okay, let's go on here. What are your goals in life, William?
To be a partner in a firm and eventually own the whole firm myself.
Go figure. Okay. Tell us about your dream woman, William.
She would have to have a career. She would have to learn how not to touch my stuff. She would have to be very, very respectful of other person's property, as well as I would be respectful of hers.
Okay. Great. And how about an erotic fantasy?
I've fulfilled all my erotic fantasies.
Got nothing you're in that direction you're hoping for?
Basically, whenever I come up with an erotic fantasy, I fulfill it immediately.
Okay.
And I do become very creative when it comes to eroticism.
Okay. Well, let's finish this up with what I want you to do is to pretend that your dream date is right here before you. And incidentally, if you do have, if you can fulfill any erotic fantasy, would you mind telling us about why you came here today?
I think it's because I ran out of people at the office.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
I'm looking to find some people outside of the building I work in,
just curious.
of course.
All right. Once again, I just want you to pretend that this camera is indeed your dream date, and I want you to give her a personal statement.
If you choose me, you'll be choosing the best. I will be giving you everything that you could possibly need. I will do my best to fulfill everything that you want, and I'm sure you will do your best to fulfill everything I want. Thank you.
Thank you, William.
Hello, this is Chuck Borski, 37 years old. He's divorced and he's a manager of a convenience store and a gas station. How you doing today, Chuck?
Yeah, all right. How are you?
I'm doing just great. Now we called you in here so you can answer.
smoke in here?
No, you can't. I'm very sorry, sir. You can't smoke in here. It's against the laws. We called you in here to answer a couple questions for us on your idea of your perfect match. So just feel free to answer these questions and
Yeah.
as honestly as possible. Okay, Chuck, what's your idea of the ideal date?
Well, I figure what would happen with my first date is usually I like to take chicks out to, take them bowling, because if you know that they got strong hands, then probably, that they're generally pretty good folks. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they think it's the looks or whatnot, and man, I've seen some. I know this guy, Fred.
Excuse me, Chuck. Is it
Yeah.
okay if we could just keep this on what your idea of the perfect date is?
On a perfect date.
Yeah. So far, you're taking
Okay.
it bowling.
Yeah,
Go for
okay,
bowling.
so we go bowling and, you see how it works out. Because like I said, I got this friend Fred who's married to this chick with big blonde hair and she's beautiful as hell, right? But Christ, she can't cook. She doesn't do his goddamn laundry. What the fuck are you supposed to do? That's what I'm thinking. What a deal. You get this chick, oh, sure,
Okay,
she's
Chuck.
put in the sack.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
So you take her bowling, right?
Let's say, yeah, so we
All
go
right.
bowling,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Now, next question is, if you could be any animal, what would it be, and tell us why?
An animal?
Yeah, an animal.
What do I think what kind of animal I am?
No, if you could be any animal, what would it be,
I couldn't be an animal.
and tell us why?
I mean, I know humans is like animals, right?
Well, just pick an animal like a dog, a horse.
A
Tiger.
dog or a horse, that's fine.
Okay, now why would you be a dog or why would you be a horse?
I don't know, I couldn't be one anyway. I don't know exactly what,
Well, that's okay, Chuck.
I don't really get that.
That's okay. That's okay. We understand some of these are a little difficult. I myself would have problems with some of these too.
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck, what do you like to do in your free time?
Mostly what, me and the guys go up to Pudgy's and, where we shoot pool and shit. And, me and, I'm sorry, man, but I was just remembering this time I was at Pudgy's, and this guy comes over to the pool table, and he's a shark, right? And we can tell he's a shark. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we mostly shoot pool and drink and crap, but,
Okay, Chuck.
yeah, well, now,
Chuck.
you gotta hear about this guy, though. This guy
I tell you
comes
what,
over
Chuck. I tell
to
you
the pool
what.
table and,
How about we get together after this and we'll exchange
yeah, all right.
stories.
I'll tell
Right
you.
now, let's keep this on mind
I'm
about,
really sorry, man.
what you like to do in your free time. So you like to shoot pool, you're saying, right?
Yeah, mostly
In a
what we
nutshell.
gonna shoot pool at Pudgy's and,
Okay, Chuck.
yeah.
Now this question's it's a fun question we designed for you to kind of just let us know what kind of
Great.
type of person you are. Where's the strangest place that you've made whoopee, Chuck?
Oh yeah. Strangest. Oh jeez. This is tough. Mostly it's just like got the remote and shit. I'm thinking basically probably at when we was at the cabin. That was kind of it was different anyway than what it used to be.
Okay,
Like,
so it was at the cabin.
we went up north
All right.
with Mitch and
Okay, Chuck, we'll do the stories
with
later.
Stubby and
So,
Big
Chuck,
Brad.
how about the next question here?
Yeah,
Are you
sure.
ready for it?
Yeah, great.
Okay. Okay, Chuck.
Yeah.
We got some more questions here for you. If you could change one thing about yourself, Chuck, what would it be? Only one thing, just one simple thing.
What do you mean?
Well, if you could change something, anything about yourself that you don't particularly
What are you
are
saying?
that happy about yourself. Nothing. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with you. I'm just seeing if you would like to change.
Is it on the sheet or are you just making this shit up?
No, it's on here. So just settle down, Chuck.
I could just change something? What do you think? Well, what do you?
I don't know.
Is there something wrong with me?
I didn't say there's nothing wrong with you. I'm asking you if you could change one thing about yourself.
Well, I have more fucking money. How's
All
that?
right. That's a great answer, Chuck. That's how I'd answer it too.
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you, as far as...
Oh well, that's kind of easy because I got this thing going with my brother-in-law Chucky, who's he's like a Chuck like me, but he's not related, And he's in this this pyramid marketing scheme. Now what I heard is that this is now I don't want to say the name of it, because that's like confidential or something. But the thing is that you start out, like you buy some supplies and you don't have to. This ain't door-to-door crap either. But anyway, I'm in on this, man. And I'm working at the gas station right now, and you got that 401k and all that crap. But the thing is insurance kind of sucks and whatnot, and so. I'm thinking of phasing out of that, kind of upwardly mobilizing myself.
So what you're saying then is that you're going to be doing this pyramid thing to make...
Oh yeah, they say in 2 years, man, you can make like $2 billion or some god awful outrageous figure.
Great answer, Chuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
How about...
I could probably hook you up with some soap.
We'll talk about that later. How about we just finish these questions so we can go have a beer together? How's that sound?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Okay, now, what do you, Chuck, you can't smoke, Chuck. Sorry. What do you think is your most attractive feature, Chuck?
What the fuck? What do you think, huh?
All right.
I mean, a lot of people get to see it right away, but god damn it, I can tell you right away. My Mr. Slinky. Now that's
Alright.
the guy. Yeah,
You got
that's
it,
no
Chuck.
comparison for that one, huh?
Okay. What are your goals in life?
Well,
The pyramid thing?
yeah, I got the pyramid thing going on, but I got other shit going on. I ain't just no jackass, I ain't no stone-minded guy, I can see what shit's going on in the world, and a lot of times I picture myself going on about, okay, for instance, like this insurance thing. One time I was fucking driving down the street. This son of a bitch cuts me off.
Jack,
And I drove right up over the curb onto the medium, and fucking I get this insurance thing back. They say 10% discount. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get involved in this political activism kind of thing.
Okay, that's great.
I mean, eventually.
Okay, Chuck, describe to me your dream woman.
Fucking Dolly Parton, man.
All right.
What do you want to know?
That's great.
Boom.
Okay, now this last question is just another fun question that we like to ask people. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You're here to do whatever you need to do. So,
Well,
if you could you just describe for us an erotic fantasy, Chuck?
well, fuck, mostly. I don't know, I kind of, you know, in my like private kind of time sometimes, I tend to think a lot about having sex like in some weird place, you know? Like on my fucking, my mother-in-law's bed or something.
All right,
Just to
Chuck.
spite the bitch. She is a
Okay.
nasty bitch.
I believe it, Chuck. Now, this is Chuck Borski. He's 37 years old. He's divorced, and he's a manager of a convenience store and a gas station.
That's right.
Thank you, Chuck, for coming in.
Great.
Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Chuck, we got one last
Great.
question for you, and then you can go home and
Oh yeah?
go have a beer.
All right.
We want you to pretend that you're talking to your date here in the camera. Give her a sales pitch, and just give her,
Pretend?
like,
Well, you're not gonna talk to her when we get the date?
yeah, but look at the camera, give her a sales pitch, tell her what you want to tell her.
Well, I'll tell her in person. Why the fuck should I do that?
Well, okay, 'cause
She
you want
don't-
to sell yourself to her, Chuck. Think of this. You want to
Well,
give.
she ain't watching this. What the fuck good is that?
Well, she will be watching it, Chuck.
The fuck do you mean she's gonna be She's gonna be watching this?
Yeah, this is video. We explained it to you before.
What are you, fucking unconscious? You think I'm gonna sit here like a fucking asshole and act like this? Jesus fucking Christ, fuck this shit. I'm fucking out of, you guys can suck my dick.
Hello, this is Ellsworth McKinley, 39 years old and divorced, a professor of multicultural sexualities and small engine mechanic instructor. Hello, Ellsworth,
Hello.
or Dr. McKinley,
That is
as
correct.
you're probably more used to be calling. Accustomed, I mean. Excuse me. What we're going to do here is I just want you to relax, answer naturally. This video will be shown to your dates, your possible dates who may be looking. I'm sure you understand the premise.
Yes.
Okay, let's start right away with our first question. What's your idea of the ideal date?
Oh, my idea of the ideal date would be to go back to my laboratory and watch the videos that I've collected over the years.
Videos.
Yes.
Okay, laboratory and videos.
Yes.
This is with your date.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything beyond that? I mean, after the videos, after the laboratory, further. Okay. If you could be any animal, what would it be? And please tell us why.
I would be a beaver because they build societies.
Beaver build societies. Okay, well, and that's pretty much it there. Well, what do you like to do in your free time, Mr. McKinley? Doctor?
I study constantly.
Study constantly? Anything else? And I assume you're pretty much during the day you're instructing, small engine instructor, and you're doing your multicultural sexual presentations and things like that.
That is correct.
And then in the evening you study intensely. Okay. Let's see here. What's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee, Mr. McKinley?
Perhaps it would be in the pavilion rainforest high atop a tree with a very large pygmy woman.
I see. Well, I'm of course assuming you've had ample opportunity to sort of to discover different cultural sexual practices. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about those? Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I would take away the gift of thought, perhaps. Because I've spent too much time thinking about everything.
Do you feel thought is somehow a waste of time?
It has not allowed me to explore or be a part of everyday experiences that most people have.
Okay. Well, let's just move on here. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I will be winning the Nobel Prize for
sexual harmony in the world.
Sexual harmony. Do you want to go into that is this a philosophy of yours? Sexual harmony? Something we should know about?
It already exists, and you will find out soon.
Okay. Well, I haven't been reading the science journals. Forgive our cat there.
It's quite fine.
I'm really sorry about that. She's just she runs around the studio. Okay, but she kind of, okay, never mind, you can just leave it there. What's your most attractive feature?
My brains.
Your brains. Okay, anything that you feel outside of yourself, your external image that would, I mean, if a woman saw you, they'd say, geez, look at that.
Smart man.
Okay, well, sure. Oh, what are your goals in life, Dr. McKinley?
I would like to develop my own society.
Your own society. And is there something you'd like to do different than in our society now? Or, you know, the structure of your society, is it, you know, you got specific goals in mind with that? Just,
I would be more sexually oriented.
of course. Okay, well this should be right up your alley then. Describe your ideal woman.
She would have to be a nymphomaniac.
The importance of sex is apparent. Okay, is there anything physically about her that would have to, I mean, besides the fact that she'd be amorous often, no,
No, physical. Don't care.
as long as she's got the equipment, so to speak. Okay, how about, now this has got to be in your forte. Describe an erotic fantasy for us.
I would like to have sex underneath a dead yak.
Underneath the dead yacht?
Yak.
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 Oh, okay. All right. Okay, now this is gonna be going quick, but if you'd like to take a moment here to just, you know, if you've got anything else you wanted to add, I want you to do it. Just look into the camera. Imagine that your dream woman who likes to be under yaks, or you know, and she's a nymph, and she's right there. Just look into the camera and give her the spiel.
To understand where I am coming from, you must first experience it. I would like to say that you will be part of a very important feature in the world as we know it. You will help understand for millions of people the connection between small engine mechanics and sexuality.